Chairman Reagan and members. My name is Mary Joyce. I'm speaking on behalf of myself and my friends, fellow covenant parents, Aaron Kenny and Jada Scruggs. I have been a covenant parent for 5 years. My 9-year-old daughter, Monroe, lost 3 of her friends and hid from and was shot at in her classroom by an active shooter on March 27th. I am authorized to say the following on behalf of Pastor Scruggs and his wife, Jada Scruggs, my friend. What we are asking today is pretty simple. We are asking for our rights as guardians of our child, Hallie, which we were acknowledged and protected while she lived, to be acknowledged and protected in her death. We see this as legislatively consistent. If Hallie had only been wounded, then there would be no public access to the medical trauma her body sustained. Why should that be any different when her injuries resulted in death? At stake in our minds is this: who has greater claim to Hallie, the public or us, her parents? To mandate that her autopsy become a matter of public record is to say that the public now has a greater claim on our daughter, that the media has a right to the information which supersedes ours. We already carry the trauma of losing our little girl, a trauma that, if the public bears it all, does so only from a distance. We bore the responsibility of naming, raising, nurturing, loving, bearing, and now grieving Hallie. To the media, Hallie is information, a data point. To us, she is the dinner table, the soccer field, the bedroom, the pool, and the first one down the stairs on Christmas morning. She is our joy and our sorrow. We submit that because God entrusted us with her care, our claim to her is always higher, our rights always stronger, and our burden always heavier. We believe that a just society will honor such an order, reflect that order in lawmaking. Hallie was a beautiful child. I'm authorized to say the following on behalf of Aaron Kenny, also my friend. Go quick.
Mr. Chairman, when her time runs out, if I may ask a question.
I would. Thank you so much. No one questions what happens to the 6 victims the day of the Covenant shooting or how they died. There is no compelling public interest to know any details of their injuries and deaths other than the cause of death listed on their death certificates. This has nothing to do with open records, free speech, or governmental oversight. This has everything to do with re-traumatizing, re-victimizing those who had to go to the hospital and identify the broken bodies of our children, shot through with multiple holes they could not survive. I had to see the injuries with my child's body firsthand, the same body I carried in mind for 9 months. The body I held, snuggled, cleaned, took to the doctor, took to school. Anyone, absolutely anyone under current law has a right to request a victim's autopsy and publish it in full however they choose. Our children's gruesome injuries are currently able to be politicized, weaponized, or just voyeuristically detailed in uncaring, sick people in the media and elsewhere. These children need to be remembered like this. This was Friday before the shooting at the school talent show. Please do not let this memory, this beautiful image, be tainted by a violent act of gruesome, dark details.
Thank you, Ms. Joyce. Leader Lamberth, I'm going to ask you to hold your question until we've had the other prisoner, and then you may question both. Ms. Fisher, please give us your name, and I'll ask Ms. Joyce to remain seated for questions. Ms. Fisher, you give us your name and position, and make sure your mic's on and you're recognized. Your mic's not on? No, look for the red light.
Deborah Fisher.